Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mindset Club project. I don't know if you realize this or not, but in the goal setting video, actually the second button on my polo is unbuttoned, so feel free to make fun of me for that. But anyway, let's just keep going. Let's get into the next confidence tool that I have for you today, and it is self-talk. This is honestly my favorite psychological skill that I use, and one that I use probably more than anything else. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you talk to yourself? Have you ever had a conversation with yourself in your head? That is self-talk, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Obviously, it's gonna be spun in a golf term, but that's still the same thing. When I was younger and in high school, my self-talk was terrible. I got in my head so much that I would literally talk myself into hitting bad shots. And it was a horrible place to be. I didn't like it, but I finally started to grow out of it because I had to learn the importance of what I was telling myself. Self-talk can actually help guide your emotions during certain situations. It can motivate you, it can help you do better, and like I said earlier, it can ultimately make you do worse. So what does self-talk look like on the golf course? Well, it has to do with telling yourself that you can hit these shots, that you're gonna encourage yourself, that you're gonna help yourself along by the way that you talk to yourself. And one of the ways that I have done this is I actually enjoy bunker shots, which is pretty rare in the golf world. There's not a whole lot of people that enjoy bunker shots. I really believe that the reason I do like bunker shots is because there was one day I was practicing at another course and I was in the sand trap and I'm like, you know what? It's a good day for the beach. And that right there just kind of flipped the script for me on how I saw bunker shots. And now there's been some tournaments that I actually aim for bunkers because I know that I'll be able to stop the ball better from there than I will from a certain distance in the fairway. And on the golf course, I really encourage you guys to talk out loud to yourself. Maybe it's a little bit under your breath or something like that, but talking out loud to yourself helps a ton. Just try it for a tournament. Go out and say every little thing that's in your head when you're playing, positive or negative. You'll find that some of the things that you're saying out loud to yourself that are negative actually kind of seem ridiculous, but those positive ones can help you along. Self-talk for me really has helped bring me back to the moment, the present moment, exactly where I need to be, which in turn makes me more confident because I'm in that moment. I'm not worried about the last shot. I'm not worried about 2 holes from now. That's the number 1 handicap. There's 2 ways that self-talk can really happen and be used on the golf course. One of them is speech. So this is anything that you say out loud to yourself or say in your head too. The other side is action. Yes, self-talk can be an action because you can tie that speech into some type of cue that you do with your body that can help you move forward. I'll give you guys my example that I used last year during one of my biggest tournaments of the summer. So my dad told me before I went to the tournament, he said, enjoy the moment, Joe. I'm like, huh, that sounds like a really good thing to do. So I wrote ETM for enjoy the moment on my arm. And every time I felt myself getting down or had a bad shot, I would look at that ETM and I would press it with my right thumb because I wrote it on my left wrist. I would press it and it would remind me, and my self-talk would just get so much better in that moment. Using ETM for me during that tournament and pressing that, using the speech as well as that action cue together helped me a ton. And I enjoyed my time those 3 days more than any other tournament that I ever have. Something like this might work for you, but it also might not. Self-talk is so personal that what works for me may not work for you. So I have a challenge for you with this one. Is before you go out for a tournament, before you go out for a round, whatever it might be, pick a theme. What is your theme for the tournament? And I challenge you to see how your round goes after that. So with that, keep developing your mental edge.